Robinson, that's me, and I want to welcome you to Protocol Evolution. What we do here is we have a belief, and wrapped around that belief is a goal. We want to change the world. That is the goal. We want to make the world a better place. And we're going to do that based on our belief. Our belief is that we can change the world by starting with the core. And what is the core? The core is you. So the way this whole thing works is you have a stellar life, you're happy, and it causes almost a trickle-down effect. Not like Reaganomics, that didn't work. This will, however, work. It causes a trickle-down effect because you're going to share these good feelings with those around you. And it's going to make them happy, and it's going to make them feel good, and they're going to pass it on within their circle. And it's almost like a domino effect. And that's why this has no option but to work. It's so simple that it's ridiculous. And like I said in previous clips, I don't think any of us were put on this plane of reality to suffer. I think if we can take a lot of the stress and the anxiety out of our lives, and we've gone over quite a few tips, because like I said again in an earlier clip, stress and anxiety attacks are caused by dealing with the past. And I think we've gone over a lot of stuff as far as the past is concerned. We did Forgive and Forget, and we did Is Your Past Holding You Hostage? And there are some really, really awesome, epic, amazing tips that you can use now, that you can use right now. However, I want to, and wait, before I forget, you can even find more tips and more techniques in my book, Have a Stellar Life, Positive Thoughts for an Effed Up World. And you can, you know what, you can get that for free. All you need to do is go to the website, put in your name and your email address, and we will get that to you ASAP. I'm so proud of that book, so very proud. I really am. And I think we need to move past the past. We need to bring things up to the present. And one of those ways that we deal with the present is we have to understand this supercomputer up here. We have to. I mean, again, I've mentioned it's baffling the way it works. However, there are certain things that are similar to a computer. Your brain is essentially the bestest, fastest, greatest supercomputer on this planet. Your brain, okay? And the strange thing is that we only use about 10% of it. Really, at the max, we use about 10% of our brain. And we have no clue. We have scientists that are actually working now to see what the hell the other 90% does. And within that 10% is that 10%, I'm talking about the part that's actually running your body. So as far as sentient thinking and thought, we're using maybe, I'm going to guesstimate 7%. That leaves 93% of uncharted territory here. However, I think we can chart it. I think that we can make our mind work for us. Now, not only is it a supercomputer, let me not confuse that. Not only is it a supercomputer, it is a part of this whole universal thread. Your thoughts are energy. Okay, whenever you take a thought and you take that thought and you make it into an action, you are creating energy. Then your brain is creating energy. Okay, and you've got to keep that energy positive. That's very important. You have to keep that energy positive. So let's look at it as a celestial computer, our mind. I think I can deal with that. Can you deal with that? Let's look at it as a celestial computer. So you have your hard drive, which are your memories, okay, where it stores and files stuff, okay, and you have your RAM, okay, and you have your processor, okay. But we're going to put that all into that gray matter up here. So you got this is your RAM, this is your hard drive, and this is your processor, all up here. And your inputs are going to be your eyes, your hands, your senses, your five senses: taste, touch, smell, sight. All that is going to be your input. So that's going to be like your keyboard and mouse. Now, with any computer, It only runs as good as the programming that's in it. Think about that for a second. There's no, if you put faulty programming into a computer, you're going to get faulty output. It's plain and simple, okay? If you tell a computer that when you set up its circuitry and you set up its programming, you tell it that 1 and 1 equals 3, that's all it's ever going to remember. 1 and 1 equals 3, okay? So faulty information in will always get you faulty information out. Hold that, file that away, okay? You have to watch the programming. You have to monitor the programming that you are putting into your computer, your celestial computer. You have to monitor that. So how are you talking to yourself? See, that's very important. When you mess up something, let's say you're building something, you're painting something, and you spill something, or you're cooking something, and you spill the flour, you spill the sugar, you spill the milk. How do you deal with it? Are you in the back of your mind saying, oh my God, it's so freaking stupid, look at this, I gotta clear this stupid mess. How stupid can I be? Blah, 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 so forth and so on. Is that what you're putting in? Because that's what you're going to get out as far as your programming is concerned. Because later on, when you get into a situation that might be akin to what just happened, however, might not be your fault, okay, or somebody might blame you for something, or someone might accuse you of something, okay, that's not really your fault, your brain is going to be, well, you're stupid anyway. It's the programming that you put in. That's what you told your, I'm stupid, I make stupid mistakes, this, I'm worthless, I'm this, and this is the self-talk that a lot of us give ourselves. You have to stop that, because all you're doing is programming your mind to say, you know what, I'm stupid. You know what, I'm worthless. You know what, I can't do anything right. You have to stop doing that. You have to take a different step. You have to start now by changing the program. And once again, I hate to bring the book, that's why I wish you just all go and get it. Okay, I've actually gone over this, okay? You have to take a different tack of what you're saying to yourself. You have to change your self-talk. Now, I think the easiest way to have a GUI or user interface with this is in front of a mirror, looking dead ahead in a mirror, believe it or not. So when you're doing your morning routine, when you're doing the things that you do in the morning before you get ready to go out, go to school, go to work, or whatever it is that you do, that is a perfect time to interface with the celestial computer. That is the first chapter in my book, is to stand in front of the mirror, and actually tell yourself just how awesome you are. Just how awesome that you are. And mean it. Look yourself dead in the eyes while you're looking in the mirror. And just go over 5 things that make you great. Just do that every morning. Just find 5 things that makes you a unique individual, because we all have things that make us unique in a positive manner. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to do that every morning before you have your cup of coffee. Okay? That's better programming than the caffeine. Okay? And you're going to just tell yourself honestly the things that make you awesome. I suggest that you do it right after you get out the shower. If your whole thing is now, and a lot of people are going through this right now, is the whole body weight, body image thing. Granted, we do want to live healthier lives. We really do, okay? And, in all honesty, if you don't exercise, if you put on too many pounds, it's not really that healthy. However, we all know the way. You have to exercise, you have to eat better. But sitting there talking down to yourself isn't helping the situation. Taking yourself and berating yourself about your weight issue doesn't help the issue. That's not exercise. It's not. Okay? No matter how much you look at yourself when you're shopping, or when you look at yourself when you get out the shower, or you look at yourself when you're out in public and you pass a mirror, that's, if you're giving yourself the negative mental talk, it's not helping the situation. There's no way by telling the mirror that I am a fat slob is going to help you lose weight. So why don't you give yourself a different kind of self-talk. Why don't you say, okay, I'm not exactly, I'm happy with who I am right now, but I'm not exactly where I want to be. I'm going to start working out now. I'm going to get the self-image, I'm going to make my body mirror the self-image that I have. And I'm going to do that for my health. Okay? It's that simple. You have to change the programming. You have to change, and again, the best interface for some strange reason is a mirror. Just look yourself dead in the reflection of yourself and talk to yourself. And talk to yourself. And a lot of these things I know are going to be somewhat hard because, it's like I'm at work and I'm in the bathroom and there's somebody in the store and they're listening to me talk to myself. No, find a private area to do it because you don't want to add anxiety and stress to what you're doing. Do it when you're home. That's why I said sometimes the best time to do it is right after you get out the shower. Sit there. You can use the same way you use a computer at work to do calculations in Excel or whatever program that it is that you use to do calculations in. The same way that you use programs to make 3D imagery, the same way you use programs to, just figure out stuff, just to calculate stuff. You can actually use your mind that way. You can ask your mind questions. That celestial computer, you can tell it to figure out problems. It loves it. It loves it. You try it. You have something that you're trying to figure out, something that you feel is holding you back. Talk to yourself about it. You're the only one that's going to come up with a solution anyway. Nobody else is. So talk to yourself about it. Use the computer the same way you use the computer that's in your family room or your laptop or the computer at work. Your mind loves it. It loves figuring out stuff. So every once in a while, if you're having something that you're trying to deal with, and later on, in fact, in the plan, I'm going to get into how you can actually use what people think is downtime to solve problems and issues in your life while you sleep. Your brain is always working. Okay? It relaxes, it takes it easy, but it's always working. Remember, we're only using 10%. There's 90% that's just sitting there waiting for stuff. Okay, and we're going to get into that too because there's some really deep theories out there in the world, in the scientific community, about parts of your brain. But, and again, I drift from time to time, so you have to bear with me because this is exciting stuff. You have to, start giving yourself positive affirmations. You have to start thinking positive about everything that you do. You can't berate yourself. You have to stop that now. Okay? You screw up, you do something wrong. Don't sit up there and mentally berate yourself because all you're doing is you're typing in program code for your brain. Stop doing that. Just take a deep breath and say, be like, accidents happen. Or I didn't mean for it to turn out this way, but at least now I can work on doing it better next time. Give yourself positive feedback. Stop giving yourself negative feedback. There's enough angry people out in the world that will give you negative feedback. Okay? So why should you add on to that by doing it to yourself? Stop doing it to yourself. Start using that supercomputer. Start using your mind to figure out problems. Ask it the question. If something is on your mind that you need to figure it out, whether it's work related, or relationship related, or just life related, ask your mind. Because like I said, at the end of the day, you're the only one that's coming up with the solution. So you might as well let that celestial computer go ahead and crunch some of those numbers for you. And the last point that I do want to bring up, and that falls back on the whole body image thing. Us in this, I live in the United States. I don't know where you're watching this at, but us in this country, we have this big hang up on body types and stuff like that, and it changes. With the 1 year it's skinny, the next year it's curvy. 2 weeks later, it's in between curvy and skinny. So, and I know that's a big issue for a lot of women, and nowadays even men. But by saying that you look ugly, by saying that you look fat, by giving yourself a bunch of negatives, it's not helping the situation. I want you to live a healthy life, and if exercise if you're able to do the exercise, that's a good thing. Okay. However, like I said earlier in the clip, it doesn't help if you just sit up there and berate yourself. That's not going to take the pounds off. You know, if you have an image of yourself, the image that you see yourself as far as weight, or you know, as far as how you see your body type, you know, your ideal body type, tell your mind, this is how I wish to be. Okay, I want us to work on this together to get me to this, and do that while you're in the mirror, and that's going to help you a lot more. And you're going to see, because remember, we do immediate results here, you're going to see that that's going to help you more than sitting in the mirror berating yourself. Okay, we've got so much more stuff to go over, and I am enjoying this, and I'm glad that you're joining me on this. At this stage, I would love for you guys to give me some feedback. Let me know, are you using some of these tips and techniques? The results that you're getting from them, that would be like so helpful. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please go to the website, protocol-evolution.com. Go ahead, get a copy of my book. You're going to be surprised. It's a real simple read. It's really straightforward and to the point. And a lot of it, again, is based on life experiences, and a lot of it is things that, you know, as a little person, I never really realized it, but these were a lot of things that my grandparents taught me. I think they were connected, and they saw that I had the capability to be connected to the universe. So little things that I didn't understand then, now I'm like, oh, that's what she meant, or wow, that's where he was coming from with that. So I really thank my grandparents. I gotta give them a shout out, because they helped me through so much. Even though they're not here right now, they still help me. We are moving forward with this whole protocol evolution thing. I want you to share these with people that are like-minded. Like minds attract like minds. Our goal is to give you everything that you deserve. And we're doing that via these clips, we're doing this via the book, and we're doing it via our new DVD, The Plan. I can't stress this enough. You're not put here to suffer. You're put, anything that the universe wants to give you everything. Okay? If it's going to make you happy, the universe wants to make you happy. And you can get these things. Okay? But you have to leave the past alone, and you have to make sure while you're living in the moment that you're doing the right thing. Because there's another concept out there that is just as powerful, and that's karma. So you gotta always watch out. I love that chick, but you gotta watch out for karma. So you have to always be aware of your thoughts, and most importantly, the fuel of the universe, your choices. And I'm gonna go over choices in a later clip. However, then I'm gonna end this here. Remember, positive programming. Put positive programming up here. Put the positive stuff in the celestial computer. I think all the negative stuff is the viruses and stuff from the negative people out there, and we get enough of that we have to fight off constantly. So make sure what you're putting inside yourself is always positive, is always helpful, and of course is always stellar. This is L. Robinson. Love you guys.
We're all here to do what we're all here to do.